What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Outcrowd podcast, episode number 144. Everyone always tells us our opinions didn't matter, and as it turns out, they were right. What's going on? I'm Zach.
Jared.
Quack.
And I'm Schmalti.
And the awkward part of the podcast where nobody knows what to say.
Play that fucking music.
There we go.
And we're back.
All right. So, you want to start with your story?
Sure.
And kick us
Yeah.
off?
Yeah?
Is that an objection? Or just
Yeah, I know. I was like, what?
Tourette's.
So has anybody watched the documentary Don't Fuck With Cats?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Okay, so I'm on episode 2, so don't tell me too much.
That's a crazy fucking...
Yeah, it's absolutely
wild.
insane. But this reminded me of something that happened to me. So, when I first got into playing Magic, a little over a year ago, I went into the comic book store because my brother-in-law said, just go there, tell them you want to learn, they'll give you a little deck, they'll teach you. I'm like, oh, that sounds like fun. So I went and did that, and they did it, and at the end, I'm talking to the guy, like, oh, formats and blah, 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 and this other guy, there was some people in there just browsing, and this other guy came up and just started talking with us. And I thought, oh, that was a nice thing of him to do, like, he's a little socially awkward, but I kind of expected that in the comic book store. Mm-hmm. So I was prepared, and I was like, that's a really nice guy. I ended up giving him my number. He gave me his number. And over the last...
fucked.
Nice.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that's at the end, god damn it.
I just couldn't hold it in.
No, so over the next year, maybe once or twice a month, I would get together with him at the comic book store, or he came over to my house a few times, and we would just play Magic. You know, just a friend.
Don't you dare bring in any fucking friends into your life. You got what you need right here.
Well,
And then you
no
fucked.
more friends.
But you still fucked. So.
Yeah, you fucked.
oh, you have no idea where this is going. So,
Sucks.
so I don't talk to him for maybe 2 months. And then all of a sudden I'm at work, and Kirsty, my wife, calls me, and she's like, I just sent you something. You need to read this. And my wife never really liked him. She was like, he's weird. He cheated at Magic sometimes. But I just kind of brushed it off because whatever. So my wife, she didn't really like him, but it was whatever. She's like, I just sent you something. You need to look at it right now. And I was like, okay. So I pull out my phone, and it's a big news, local news, I don't remember, article. And at the top of the page is this guy I used to play Magic with, mugshot.
Oh.
Apparently, he got caught on a Ring doorbell torturing and killing a cat.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And my first thought was, I wonder if there's any way I can get his Magic cards. But
Am I in his will?
Your second thought was, did the cat deserve it?
well, I don't really like cats.
Right.
But I would never torture a cat. He was swinging it by its tail, smashing it against a tree, they didn't even answer the question of, was it his house? Why was he at this house? Whose house was it? I'm like, was he trying to break in, or was it just a crazy coincidence? Was he out hunting for cats? I don't know. But I started watching. I mean, that's like the first of 3 steps to killing a person.
Yeah.
You kill cats.
Usually if you're like that with animals,
Yeah.
you're graduating to people.
Yeah.
Or at least sociopathic.
And so, I mean, I think the official charge was murdering or killing a companion animal.
Mm-hmm.
You're only on episode 2 of Don't Fuck With Cats?
Yeah.
You got a lot of shit coming.
Isn't there 7 episodes?
Yeah.
No, I think it's just 3.
3?
But a lot of it progresses
something
pretty
like that.
fast.
Yeah.
And shit gets kind of crazy
There's a...
pretty fast.
He just killed a person in the show.
You have one more episode.
And how those people were doing the research of what was in the room.
Yeah, Googling light fixtures and colors of Canada and vacuum cleaners, and they were really good detectives. But I was watching that and I was like,
There's more than 3 episodes.
I think Kirsty said it was she thought it was like 5 or 6, but she might not know.
I swear it was 3. Maybe they added more, but I swear it was like just 3 quick.
What's the guy's name in the show?
Oh, what's his like Moxie or Foxy or but what was his handle? You remember his like internet handle? It was so funny. Something dicks in the butt or something.
Yeah, I don't remember it at this point.
He did the gay porn thing for a little while.
Yeah.
Do you have any clue what we're talking about?
I haven't watched it at all.
Oh, Colton, you're right. There's 3 episodes.
You should check it out. It's pretty cool.
It's fucked.
Yeah, it's
But
fucked.
it's interesting.
Like, super fucked.
He was telling me about it on Saturday when I was hanging out with him.
Yeah.
That's the first I've really heard about it.
Yeah. It's only 3 episodes. Yeah, it's worth a watch for sure.
It's crazy how obsessed those people get with catching this guy.
And when like she got a video of her where she works, the casino.
Oh, I know.
That's when I was like,
That's fucking crazy.
it's time to stop.
Yeah.
I mean,
that shit's wild, man.
Yeah. But like how long do they hunt this guy? They have his fucking name. They know who he is.
know.
Why
It's
can
been
they
a
not
long
get
time.
him?
Yeah.
That's what I was confused about.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you fucking get him?
Just fucking get him.
Get him. But yeah, I was watching that and I thought that'd be an interesting story.
Luca Magnotta.
Luca
Yeah.
Magnotta.
Yeah. When did this happen?
So I saw the article like 2 months ago. But then I think it was during my little hiatus. I was gone and super busy and missed a couple pods and just kind of forgot. But that's crazy.
That's pretty fucking
That's
wild.
crazy. Like he's gonna do some time.
Does this guy know where you live now?
No,
That's probably for the best.
No, he does not. Yeah, and nor will he.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's all my wife needed to see before she was like, "He's not playing Magic over here no more."
Right.
Send him a message saying, "Hey man, I just saw a video of you."
So what are you doing with all those Magic cards? He had quite the collection.
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably currency to him now.
Yeah.
I don't know the current trade value of Magic cards to cigarettes in prison.
Cinnabons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cinnabons are that's the top
Cinnabons?
dollar right there. Yeah. Cinnabons and ramen noodles.
I mean, a guy I worked with sold his whole collection for like $3,000.
Yeah. My brother-in-law, he shares a collection with his dad and one other person, I think maybe his brother or something, and he says it's upward of 100,000 because they've been collecting since the beginning.
Definitely could be, yeah.
Stupid.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
I watched the Antique Roadshow. That's one of my 2 guilty pleasures, that and Dr. Phil. But
Dr. Phil is fucking lit.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love Dr. Phil. But the Antique Roadshow, so this woman brought in her husband's collection and they had the Power 9. Won't go into it, but it's like 9 really, really good cards from like Alpha, like pre-first whatever they released, and it was worth $100,000. These
Damn, 9 cards.
9 cards.
Holy shit.
Oh God.
It's crazy.
I just want one.
Do you have the Godzilla shit yet?
Yeah, it's not out.
Still not out? When does it
keep-
come out?
I don't
That's
know. I
what
keep
I
pushing
asked.
it back.
Rona.
Rona.
So-
God damn it, Rona.
I've got a kind of couple of funny stories, as Jared would ask, from this week. So I've been looking for a car, everyone knows, and I found one in Layton, like right down the road. The day I went to go get it, it sold. Right, and then I was gonna get one from auction, and then my boss was like, "No, it ain't worth it." So I didn't get that one. And that same day, I looked to get another one in Tooele, which is like an hour away. And I called and it was sold. And I was like, I want to die. And then I found one, but it was like an hour and 15 minutes away. And most of my family was going out of town. Jared was not able to take me. So I felt terrible. But I called Zach to see if he could take me.
Call.
It wasn't because I didn't trust you. It was because I know you have a family and busy and...
Doesn't mean I can't have time for my friends.
Well, that's not... I was just... I
He's
didn't-
trying to be nice.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just kidding.
So anyway, yeah, Zach comes, he brings Mason, hop in the truck, drive all the way down there. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. And like visually it looked really nice. But the guy that was selling it was Spanish, so he had his, what I assume is girlfriend, translating. And he kept saying like, yeah, that's why it's on. That's why it's on. And I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And it wasn't until she came out and she was like, oh yeah, that's why this is on. And then it was the check engine light. And I guess he had pressure washed his engine. And he said that's when it came on. So, I mean, it could have been anything. Or I was like, all right, whatever. I'll take it for a drive. And as soon as I got like 50, I could feel the whole fucking car like,
Oh God.
I was like, well, this isn't good. So Zach and his son drove me like an hour and 15 minutes all the way out there to look at a car for 5 minutes and be like, nope. And then
You ruined my fucking night.
I finally found one on Saturday and I picked it up. And today was my first day with it because yesterday I had to get the alignment fixed. So I drive it to work and then I'm driving it home. And like you know, I checked the oil when I wiped it on a white rag. It was pretty brown, you know, like not dark or disgusting. It's pretty brown. And then the transmission was brown, but it was also red. It wasn't dark. Like, it looked clean. Fucking dope. And so I drive it and then drive home. And then I'm like, I gotta go to Target. So I go to Target and I get out of my car or my truck and I'm heading towards Target and I turn around to like lock my truck. And there was just like steam billowing out of the fucking hood. And I was like, that's not good.
Are you kidding?
It's like, my engine's real hot right now. So I go in and do what I need to do in Target.
Is that this one that's sitting outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to Target, get my shit. I just needed one thing, get back in, and the temperature is normal. And then I get on the road for like 2 minutes and I can just see it start to go up. And then I got to the hill for our house.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got to the hill, it was like, I was like, she's real hot.
What the fuck? You're in a real chipper mood for this.
Well, so I popped the hood and I'm like, I wonder if anybody checked the coolant. And so I have to, you have to let it bleed off because if there's pressure and there is fluid in there, it's going to fucking blow everywhere. I give it a couple of minutes. There's some steam coming out. Finally pull it off. And I have a bottle and a quarter. I just always have coolant ready. And so I pour the quarter in and I go to pour the full one in and it took the full fucking bottle.
Oh my god.
I was like, well, there's all of mine. And then Gary's like, I got some. So I take his and I use his was probably half. I got all of that in and then put the rest in the reserve. And his wasn't 50-50, so I added the water. So, if you're going to buy a vehicle, you might want to check all of the fluids, not just two of them.
It looks like there's a lot of shit on the ground underneath it.
Yeah, I didn't have a funnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I walked by, I was like, God damn, it smells like coolant.
So it probably took a quarter
When I look
of what you put in.
Oh my God, it's all on the ground.
I'm pretty good at pouring it in, but yeah, I missed it.
What did he buy?
So yeah, I just didn't check the coolant at all, and apparently none of them did because there's none in the reserve and there was none in the actual radiator.
Can that do long term? Obviously, it can blow your engine up, but how about running it hot?
If it's got aluminum heads on it, it can warp the heads.
Well, your engine, if it gets,
I don't know why I asked because I don't understand anything that he said.
Yeah, why did you ask?
I don't know.
Ah, yes, heads. I know about those.
Not necessarily long-term damage, but you can warp things depending on how hot it gets. And then,
well, the engine should
real fucking problems.
They have a sensor, don't they? If it gets to too hot, the engine will just kill itself.
Some of them, yeah. I don't know.
That's what I was.
How far back that goes?
Yeah. That's what I was worried about, is because it got to like the red line, and I was like, if it has a, it might just shut down. Because like the drills that we use at Down Under, they would just shut down if they got too hot.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So there was just no coolant.
Yeah, I feel like the coolant's something frequently ignored. I think when James bought his Audi, he had the same problem at first. The coolant was just like fucking dry.
Yeah.
How is James?
He's good. Working away.
Send him my love.
Will do.
Tell him he's a bitch.
And that.
Will do. In the same sentence.
Oh, you almost made it onto the
I'm trying. That's my mini game I play.
Try to get an O onto the handle. That's funny.
I was sitting there watching it like...
I'll get it.
One day.
And it would be pretty epic.
I'll get it.
One day, baby.
I don't have a fun story from out in the world from last week.
Well, they come to you so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
there are
revolve
weeks that I
around.
have like 2 or 3, it's just dry this last week.
And it'll be like split, like you're the asshole in half, just randomness in the other half.
I guess I do have kind of a fun story.
Okay.
It's not like out of this world, but I DoorDashed some Chinese food.
Sexy.
and I was getting these messages. Have you guys ever done DoorDash? You get text message updates like, "Hey, I'm on your way. This is whoever with DoorDash. I'm on my way." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, I kept getting a message saying, "I'm having a hard time finding your house," which I fully expected because that just kind of happens for some reason.
Really?
Even though Google Maps says you're at the location and it's one house. But anyway, so the Asian lady calls me and she says, "I'm having a hard time finding your house," but I noticed she was sitting out front. Like, I could see her car, and I could see her on the phone, and I could see her, like, looking, like, you know, for an address on the house. I said, "Yeah, you're right there. You're right outside." And then she drives off.
Oh,
and I was like, no, stop, you're right here. She's like, "Oh, okay." And then, so she turns around.
Drives past.
And drives the fuck past. And I was like, "Lady,
that's my food.
You're right here." So then she's like, "Oh, okay." Turns around and drives into the yard.
Oh,
you know that gate area that's missing up front? She drives in the fucking gate. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Look, you gotta cut her some slack, I guess. Or not.
What? Like,
well, your house is hard to see.
She was right there, and the sun wasn't even down.
Okay.
The sun wasn't even down. Like, I get it. You can't see a visible number, but when Google says you're at the location, and it's the only fucking house right there, like, the next one is a half mile down the street.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it. This really turned into the whole contactless thing, like, went right out the fucking window with this thing.
Because they, like, leave it on the doorstep.
Yeah,
walk away.
Take a picture, send it to you, and then they take off. And I was like, good God.
I gotta say, I didn't know that contactless was an option before, but knowing it's an option, I don't know if I'll ever go back.
Oh, yeah.
It's all contactless now.
I know, but, like, I didn't know it was an option. If I would have known before, I would have done it.
I don't think it was before. I think
It should stay that way
Oh,
forever.
yeah, it should stay.
No, before they'd knock on your door.
And wait for you. I don't like that. That's awkward thing where they're like, "Hi, Zach," and you're like, "Yeah, okay, here's your food."
I mean, the contactless works out great because you just leave a tip for your dasher
Right.
in the app. You know, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just drop that shit. I don't need to meet you.
Right.
You
Exactly.
don't need to meet me.
We don't need to be friends.
Because if we meet, we might end up fucking. I don't know.
Yeah, what if it's a pretty lady?
What if it's a pretty boy?
Or boy.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
I keep all my options open, homie.
Oh, yeah. Why not
Yeah.
double the
Play the field, bro.
If
Double
someone
the
like,
chances.
Someone that looks like Luca Magnotta drops off at Beto's Burrito, I'm going to try to fuck him.
I'm going to invite him in.
Yeah.
I was...
My first question is, do you kill cats? Because this is a deal breaker for me.
Right.
Depending on what they say, we're probably fucking anyway.
I was going to say deal breaker.
So, with this whole car thing, and Zach took me down south, I took my little radio adapter just in case I ended up driving it home so I could have music. And then I realized on Saturday I left it in there, and I had to driving around, so I just left my headphones in. I was one of those douchebags you see with fucking earbuds in, driving in their car.
Why does that make you a douchebag?
It's just...
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It does.
I feel like you're pretty gay.
The radio's right there.
Yeah, but what if you have a really old car and you still want to listen to music?
Your safety
You
is
don't
still
have
a
a CD.
concern.
Yeah, it's very unsafe.
Yeah.
Also, like, you can get a deck that plays Bluetooth for like $70 or $60.
Mm.
That's true.
But anyway,
So you were that douchebag.
so I was that douchebag, right? So I'm, doing my shit, and then on Saturday I call him to go get it. So I ended up hanging out with these guys for a long time. Good time. Had some Chipotle.
We DoorDash Chipotle.
Yeah.
Nice.
But when I was getting ready to leave, poor wired up Mason was at the couch, and he was getting ready to like turn and fucking run, and his foot got stuck in a blanket, and it just like he just had no chance. He went from like running to ha-da!
Went from running to fatality.
Yeah.
Head first.
And like you always forget when you don't or you aren't around kids a lot, you forget how like kids just go down.
Oh
like,
yeah.
There's no softening the blow for a child.
There's no saving it. There's no.
No, like Jared is a very tall man, but if he fell, he could probably catch and cushion himself fairly well.
Right.
But he was just like trip, arms at the side, not knowing what to do with
Swan
them.
dive.
Behind him and then face first into the ground.
And-
Swan dive into the hardwood.
Yeah, and then his head was just like the first thing to fucking hit, and I was like, "Oh motherfucker, that hurts."
Yeah, but that
Actually
happens.
like bounce.
Yeah,
That happens a
Goddamn.
lot.
I know. Like they're kids. I'm sure I did
Yeah.
it a ton, but like you just forget how kids just have no control over
Yeah.
their bodies when they're going down.
My favorite is when the dogs get like too riled up. They're still puppies. They'll bite. Like, hey, Mason, back up. Give him some space. Leave him alone. Turn around again. Oh my God, I hear him again. Okay, stop it. Please stop it. Stop it. Go. Oh, I hear it again. Fucking quit it. Turn around, and the next thing is him like screaming bloody murder because
the
they
dog
bit
bit
him.
him.
They fucking bit him. I fucking told you. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I also conned Mason pretty good. He was running around the kitchen table while we were trying to eat, trying to show us how fast he was. And I was like, bro, if you want to show us how fast you are, go outside. We can see you out of this window. I was like, run back and forth, and we can see how fast you really are. And he's like, okay. He's like, make sure you watch. You can see him like poke his head up to make sure we're watching. And then you just see him fucking...
Did he do the
Yeah.
Did he do the Naruto run or whatever it's called?
Nah, he's not there yet.
No, he's got a pretty goofy run. He doesn't control his arms very well. But it was a perfect con. Like, he just had a ton of energy, and now he's outside doing it.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
Kids.
I felt like so bad when he ate shit, but at the same time, I was like finding it funny. I was like, that's rough.
Yeah. It's you gotta hide it.
Yeah.
You gotta hide the fact you think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Why?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You do.
I mean, if he starts crying because he fell and you laugh, you're just going to make it worse.
Yeah.
You got to wait until he's done crying and then you can...
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
but,
you don't
like,
wanna-
If something's funny, it's you got to let the laugh out.
Well, see, he's 4.
Right. We'll deal with that when he's 18.
No, I don't want to pay for that therapist.
We'll deal with that.
Yeah, it was... I mean,
Yeah, that was fun though.
it's... God damn. I just can't get it out of my head, like how fast it went from
It was a
on feet to on head.
well, it was hardwood too, so you heard the the slap. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, felt bad for the little guy. And then I was like, well, I know you're upset, but I'm leaving.
Hey, did anyone watch Extraction on Netflix?
Not yet.
Hold on, we got to do
please.
the cameras.
No.
Not yet. I know people are just ranting and raving about it, man.
Wow.
Apparently, they're making a documentary about Greek mythology. That sounds kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Netflix is? That's cool. Documentaries are my thing, dog.
I dig them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you seen World War II in color?
Yeah. So good.
That's a solid one. Super interesting.
I've watched it twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking solid.
While shit's going down, Hitler's just fucking chilling in the Alps, vacating. It's like, dog, like, you started this whole shit.
Live it up.
And he's fucking on holiday in the Alps.
We're coming. I watched Fury on
so
Sunday
good.
with Kirsty for the first time.
So good. Dude, Extraction has these action scenes that are just
Good.
fuck.
I heard it was really intense.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, dude. It's good.
They
Is
just
this a series or a movie?
It's just
That's
a
a
movie.
they
That's
greenlit
a-
the second one though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah, I have heard of that.
It's fucking phenomenal.
I might watch it tonight.
I'll have to check it out.
Netflix is coming in hard with the movies, dude.
They know people are home
Yeah.
and people are reing up their Netflix subscription.
Now is
Yeah.
the time to dig into that.
Check it out. You won't be disappointed, I promise.
I will. I'll check it out. Give it a watch. Did you see that Justin Roiland's doing another animated show?
Yeah, it's like this
Seen the
alien
ads for that?
crash landed at Earth, and
They're trying to get out, but they have to
Yeah.
live in human society.
what was your first thought when you saw that?
Not impressed.
Well, mine was why you fucking with this shit
When you could be
we
working on
working on Rick and Morty, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, give us more Rick and Morty before you try these fucking bullshit side projects.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
It's airing on Hulu like pretty soon. I think it was like the 6th or something of this month.
There's a
So
lot of ads for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? Where's Rick and Morty? And I was not very impressed. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, me
because
too.
I like Justin Roiland, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care.
Yeah. Eye on the prize.
Yeah.
And that's Rick and Morty. Right?
I got something I would like to say.
Say it.
So when you shared that video, the government admitted to
The Pentagon released footage of unidentified flying
super cool to
anomaly.
watch.
It's pretty interesting.
But what I want to say is, I mentioned the Communist News Network. That GIF that you put up.
When I said that's bait.
I was like, God damn it!
I laughed.
I wanted a response.
Hard.
I wanted a response from him first.
I laughed
your
out
ass.
loud and was like, "Oh my god, Kiersey, look at this! This is perfect." And we read it. I was like,
That's bait right there.
"Yeah,
I love that fucking GIF,
that's
dude. It's
hilarious."
Colton's on to me, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, it was obvious, but
so perfect. Well, as soon as I saw it, I was like,
that's
at first I was like, that's irrelevant to what we were talking about, and then I was like, nope, that's bait.
bait.
I immediately thought of that GIF.
I thought Communist News Network was pretty creative.
Yeah, I laughed at that too.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, that's why I just ha-ha'd it. I just laughed at it because I knew it was bait as well.
Yeah,
And then Colton came in with his, that's bait. I was like, yeah.
So they
from Mad Max.
took
Yeah.
it from me.
Yeah, he did overshadow it.
I killed the chat with that too.
Yeah,
I was
he
pretty
did.
proud of that.
I saw you did that, and I laughed, and I was like, "Oh,
I thought it was so funny. Like an hour later, I checked and I was like, I just dumpstered chat with that one GIF.
An hour later, I went back into it to just see it again. I was like, "That's funny."
it was a funny gift,
yeah.
dude.
It fit perfect.
Just
That was a funny gift,
perfectly
and I knew
timed.
exactly what movie that was from."
Mm-hmm.
I think when you ha-ha'd
That
it
was fun.
was when might have been when I opened it up again and read it all again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Good
was
times. Well
true.
placed.
True glory was stolen from me that day.
Indeed.
I just wanted you.
You
want
to be the best? You got to take out the best.
I gotta go incognito with my bait. I'm not smart enough to get incognito with it though.
I mean, you can't really.
No.
You can't. If it's bait, it's bait.
It's bad. It's bad.
You know?
Yeah. You know it instantly.
If you were on Twitter, you would have had an explosion. But
Yeah.
in the text group,
It was pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, I just wanted to say that. That made me laugh pretty fucking hard.
that was
Yeah.
good. That was fun.
Well, I've seen a bunch of stuff about that UFO thing, and like I get it, that's crazy, but at the same time, like they didn't just say like aliens are real. They just said, yeah, we don't know what it is. It's an unidentified flying object.
Yeah.
You know the pilot that captured that was on Joe Rogan. They talked about it for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but
Didn't I
like
see something like Donald Trump in that said he doesn't believe in UFOs or something like that?
Yeah, someone asked him about it, and he said, "Do I believe it? Not necessarily."
So like,
But he was like, "We'll see." You know, he did the
So-
politicians. Well, I guess we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
And-
but I don't believe it.
and
But
so-
you know,
And he never lies.
So he doesn't
So-
believe in UFOs. Does that mean he doesn't believe in life somewhere else?
I don't think they clarified really.
Because I mean,
I think it was more
if-
like, "Do you
if-
think this is a UFO from an alien race?" And he was like, "Probably not."
I mean, if it's doing like extraordinary shit, like
Well, in the article,
doing this fucking shit,
Yeah, that's what they
it's
said.
Probably not from here.
if you read the article, it was pretty
Prometheus,
fucking
dog.
interesting.
Prometheus, yo.
okay.
Prometheus, baby.
Jesus was coming to see us.
It was weird though. They said it like darted back and forth like that, like nothing that we have can do it that fast. And then he said, as I approached it, it disappeared in like less than 2 seconds.
Yeah. Well, and I said like so they had it on radar, and then like the elevation change was like I don't remember the numbers, but it was a really big number to a really small number in one bleep of the radar, however fast that was, and
Yeah, it'll go from
Nothing.
600 miles an hour to 10
yeah,
in the blink
Yeah.
of an eye, and then
Just fucking
fucking
darting.
disappear, and then come back,
yeah, like
then come back, and then
That's
you
some
get the-
UFO type shit, bro. Like,
yeah. That's one if I've ever seen one.
comes back and disappears, and then like leads you on this goose chase, and then you're like, I'm being trolled here.
Well, the pilot said he saw it. He saw it.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't looking on the radar. Like, he saw it. And he said, like...
Well, that's... If
Yeah.
you watch the footage, like, they show an object. It's almost like twisting.
Yeah. And it's like...
Pretty weird.
There was no, like, exhaust. There was no... It was just there.
Just, like, floating.
Yeah. And then if you pair that video with the... What's that guy on that... He worked at Area 51. He was on Joe Rogan. You know what I'm talking about? That guy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
About
about.
how he said they fly and...
They work on, like, antimatter and all that stuff.
And, like, element 115 or whatever it was. Yeah, like... I don't know, man.
It's interesting, because that would be my first thought, is, like, that's some government shit that they keep secret. But then it's like the Pentagon released that footage.
Right.
My
Pentagon
favorite,
should know about that
They
shit,
would
right?
want to wrap that up.
my favorite thing from this was it said, like, the Pentagon releases video of unidentified flying object, and it had SpongeBob, and it said 2019, and he was like screaming, and then it has SpongeBob, and it said 2020, and everyone's like,
Not,
when you released this last
page
year, we
news.
might have been fucking freaking out, but this year we're like, fucking who cares?
Yeah, yeah, for real.
We've been desensitized.
Rona.
I thought that was funny too, because I remember on the podcast we were saying, like, earthquake, pandemic, Australia's on fire. What's next? Aliens.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
now this. We're like,
Yeah. Also, did you see
Fuck.
that meme where Egyptian archaeologists uncovered 20 unopened tombed? And it was like, put them back till next year. We're not ready. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's pretty fascinating shit, man.
Do you believe there's life elsewhere?
Sure.
You?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I think they come here and,
Beam us up.
beam up the rednecks? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
But sure, I think there's life other places.
So I watched this this movie on Netflix. This reminds me of it. I don't think they were necessarily aliens, but I know Mom watched it as well. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a weird fucking movie. You see the
Is
trailer?
that the one with Sam Worthington or whatever?
No.
Oh, go on.
This is like a B movie. It's not a Netflix movie, but it's not I don't know, maybe it was aliens, but it's just this mom with her child on a corn farm, and it's one of those movies that's kind of like the first 45 minutes are cut together with what's happening and then her in the future time, then you catch up to it, and it's about her kid being stolen, and like these weird things are happening on her corn farm. So like the first bit of it, you're like, wow, this is pretty fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
not the greatest actors, but it still has interesting story. And then like the last half or last act of the movie, they just like full on show you the aliens. And no disrespect on the people that created these things, but like that's never a good idea. I've talked about this before with I think people at work. Like in a scary movie, you never full show the bad guy. Like that should just be a known thing. They're always hidden in shadow. You can see a little bit. I don't like Insidious because of this, because there's that red-faced demon.
Yeah.
And they just full on show him, and as soon as they show him, it's like he's not scary. He looks like a fucking idiot. Like who the hell cares?
Yeah, he looks like Darth Maul.
But they,
It's like the fear of the unknown kind of thing.
Bird Box.
yeah, or
Never show you.
a quiet place. Like you only see it
Yeah.
when it's kind of dark, or you barely see him run by. But like other scary movies, they just like straight up show it, and this one does. And the creature just looked
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
It sounds super interesting.
Yeah, but then like the latter half is literally just them being like, "Oh yeah, this is them," and they like it's something about like another dimension, but then they also live in our dimension and they eat us. And so I was like, "Ooh, there's dimensions coming into play." But like they were just living under the corn, living under the house. I was like, "So there's not a fourth dimension."
They were just there.
living in the dirt.
Oh.
But it was weird.
Does anybody know the movie where it's an alien movie? I don't remember her name. It's
Signs.
no. Classic.
I almost said the same thing.
Classic. They don't live on a farm. They're just in a house, and it's a family. And at the end, spoiler alert, the aliens. So she's pretty sure that the aliens are like kidnapping her kids and putting them back. And then so she slowly figures this out throughout the movie, and she goes to like a kook, and then she's like, "What do? I don't want them to take my kids. What if they don't come back?" And she's like, the only thing you can possibly do is make it so incredibly difficult for them that they move on to the next person. And so, like, she gets a gun, she gets a German Shepherd dog, she, like, gets all this shit to try and it was a really high, well-done movie. At the end, they actually end up getting the kid.
Mm-hmm. All of this sounds really familiar, but I can't.
What is that? It was so good.
Where did you see it?
It's older.
Okay.
But I think it was just a movie before streaming services, so I don't think it's like a Netflix or anything like that. No?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds really familiar, but I can't place actors or what it looked like. Or...
I can see the actress's face, but I just don't know her name.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
She's an actress.
So that narrows it down to 2,000 actresses. Okay.
Or 20.
Blonde?
Or like most
Brunette.
of them.
And I mean, how do you even search that on Google? Alien movie where they get a dog.
Yeah. Alien kidnap kids movie.
Right? Now I have to fucking find it.
Bring your arm down a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, stupid. I don't know.
That shirt is so fucking epic, dude.
Right there.
I'm pretty jealous.
It's pretty nice.
I've got a t-shirt that says, I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, that's good.
It doesn't fit very well, so I don't wear it.
Oh, unfortunate.
So,
Yeah.
today at work I had...
Dark Skies.
Oh.
I do remember that movie.
Oh.
And I was not the first person to Google alien kidnapped kid movie.
I think I...
Isn't it funny when you Google something random and you're just trying to figure out how to find it, and it's already
It's the
been Googled?
top suggestion
Yeah,
in
you're
Google.
like, oh, done.
Got it. I feel a lot less stupid.
I know that movie, but I don't know if I ever watched it.
It's really
I
good.
think I saw the trailer and stuff.
It's really good.
Anyway, I was at work, and I had my little speaker on, and I was playing it was kind of on the rock at first, and then this new guy that we hired, I was working next to him, and I started playing some fucking heavy shit, and like that to me is just whatever.
Yeah.
And he looks at me and he's like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "What are you listening to?" I was like, "What, you don't like metal?" He just shakes his head, and so I pulled my phone out and fast forwarded, or I changed it back to where it drops like real heavy, and I clicked my speaker all the way up, and I was like, "Bro, check this out." And I just see him look at me, and then as soon as it's like, he's just like, "Oh my god!"
And he's like, "Here, let me show you what I listen to." And he turns on some fucking
Gucci Gang.
Luke Bryan country song. And you're like, "Wow, we're not friends. No. The fuck out."
Get out.
I thought it was funny because most of the guys I work with are into heavy metal.
Yeah.
And then he wanders up and he was just like, "What are you listening to?" I was like, "Dog, you gotta listen to this to fit
You ain't
in."
gonna fit in here,
Yeah.
son.
Like, this is pretty much all we blast on our radios.
Isn't Ricky Martin having a concert? Get the fuck on.
I've been to a Ricky Martin concert.
I believe you.
I'm embarrassed to say that.
Fucking nerd.
You know,
man.
Zach pulled up.
Jessica Simpson opened for him.
Oh God.
It was a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Zach pulled up to my house on Saturday and he texted, "Babe, Dane Cook, 20 minutes. Let's fucking go." And then right after he sent, "I'm here." And I was like, I know.
Well,
Like, I understood that reference.
I just didn't want to run the risk of you not realizing that and me sitting out front for 15 minutes.
I feel like-
Because you sent it and you're like, wait, he might not realize.
He
I'm
might not know
actually-
I'm here. Because that's something I would just text.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you've used that before.
I'm sure I have.
So it's not the first time where I've been like, "Oh, Zach's here." Because Dane Cook, 20 minutes.
yeah.
It was pretty funny.
He sent me a song that made me want to slit my own throat. Good song. Good song,
I
dude.
did. I'm finally getting into the genre or
I really appreciate
the place
the effort you're
where
putting in.
I can send you songs instead of just you sending me songs.
I appreciate.
I've sent
the
you some
effort.
bangers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a banger that made my list.
Yeah, good.
Fucking
And
bumper.
credit where credit is due. I did not find that song. That song was sent to me.
By who? Who the fuck? What other fucking friends do you have that send you this kind of shit?
Rob.
Fine.
Yeah.
Shouts out, Rob.
Shouts out Rob.
Keep fucking around, Rob. I swear to God, I'm gonna find you, dog.
Yeah, we have a very tender relationship, Rob.
Hey, what about Ashley? Does she send you some bangers?
No, I send her the good ones I find.
Shouts out Ashley. You need to put in work, girl. You need to do your part.
But I'm not sure that she's ever been into stuff quite this heavy. So she really likes the ones I send her, which is fun. We talk about them and stuff like that. But
You know who's got my heart right now?
me?
Besides you.
Okay.
Heart of a Coward.
Very good.
They've got me, dog.
Very good.
Wage War's always got me, but Heart of a Coward just...
Are you still on Polaris?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or just shifting?
Yeah. So I look up the lyrics to all these songs, right? And they're so good. They're deeply written, deeply rooted songs. And for fun, I was listening to As I Lay Dying, Nothing Left,
Yeah.
which goes harder than fuck, okay? But I looked up the lyrics, and not a goddamn thing made sense.
Really?
Yeah, they just threw like these lyrics into it that they could scream and sound good. So the song like kind of fell off for me because none of it made fucking sense. None of it was relatable. I was like, I don't even know what you're fucking talking about.
So the
And
song
I'm reading these fucking lyrics right now.
was how most people assume all metal songs are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It goes hard as fuck.
Yeah.
But like, you look at the lyrics to a Polaris song
Oh.
or a Wage War song.
Or a Fit for the King. Or
Yeah. But like, I looked up the lyrics to these and I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's too bad. But
It is
good.
too bad. It was, honestly, it was a pretty big letdown for me.
I get it.
I'm going to be straight honest.
I totally get it.
You know, the one that I was listening to where that guy was, like, it really confused him was that Popular or whatever.
Popular Monster.
Yeah, I think that's why he was like extra confused, is because
he?
the guy I was working with.
Oh.
Because he was like in the middle of the rap, and then you know when it's like 3/4 of the way song and it really fucking goes off into scream. That's where it was.
God now.
And so he heard me. I walked past him and he was doing like some of his rap things. And then he walked back when it had gone to scream. He's like, "What the fuck are you listening to?" And I rewound it to where it dropped. And I was like, "Here you go, bro."
That's a good song, dude.
And that's when he shook his head. And
That's
he
a
was like,
mean fucking song.
That's one of the most disappointed times I've ever been in my life when it came to music was Jared showed me that song. And I was like, oh my God, this song is so fucking good. And I would just, when that happens, I just tell Siri to play the band.
yeah.
And I was like, I was so confused on the garbage that came out of my phone.
We're speaking of Falling in Reverse, people.
Sorry, Falling in Reverse, the
Yes.
band. I was like, play Falling in Reverse. And it was some of the dumbest poppy bullshit stuff I've ever heard. I had to pull out my phone and be like, is there two bands called Falling in Reverse?
Well, they incorporate a lot of crust punk into their stuff.
It's trash.
It is. They've got like some legendary songs, but then the rest of them are just straight fucking turds.
Just really bad.
But, you know, it's probably going to be a while before we get anything from them again.
I have Coming Home is one song I like from them.
Coming Home. I don't even know if I've heard that one.
I'll look it up.
That's the only one.
It'll be a while before we get anything from them because they had that lead guitarist guy die. You know?
Yeah.
So they kind of, bands typically go on hiatus.
As they probably should.
I follow them on Instagram and
Nothing.
there's nothing from them, so I'm thinking they're kind of shut down for a bit.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but like, fuck, you get songs like Champion,
Yeah.
Falling in Reverse.
Yeah. They only have two good songs to me. Champion and Popular Monster. That's it. The rest is absolute trash. And then I watched them on a live concert. They are horrible performers.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
and the
Horrible.
most disappointing part is when he makes that big, massive breakdown in Popular Monster.
He has the
He
crowd
lets the
sing
crowd
it.
fucking sing it.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
no.
bitch, I paid money for the ticket and waited in the line and bought your $12 beers to hear you sing it.
I paid all this money to hear you sing that one fucking part. And you had me sing it? Mm-hmm. No.
Nah.
Well, that's
I'm
why.
out.
That's one of the reasons why I really want to see In This Moment, is because like, I appreciate people who are more of a show.
Yeah.
And not just the music, but something to visually see.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes bands are amazing, but they just get up there and sing. It's it's like, oh man, it was fucking cool. But the people that get up there and it's, you know, fireworks and fucking people head banging and running around the stage, that's when it's like, this is exciting.
That is the first thing that I told Jared after the Breaking Benjamin concert was, I felt like they just sang Breaking Benjamin. Like, it wasn't much of a show.
Different bands bring different energy.
I know.
Breaking Benjamin isn't a high energy band.
I know. I'd never seen him before live though, and that was my first thought. Was kind of boring.
Right. But
well, they've got Benjamin is like, he's had a lot of fucking problems in his life.
yeah,
I want a high energy or get the fuck off the
I don't
stage.
know if he can even do high energy anymore without having a heart attack.
Doesn't he have like
something.
chronic fatigue syndrome too?
Yeah,
but his fucking drummer or his fucking bassist probably doesn't. How about the guitarist? How about you move around?
Not a lot of people do that.
Benjamin
though.
Burnley, his chronic fatigue syndrome fucks him up so much that his bassist will do the screaming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't you see him when we were at the concert? He wasn't the
don't
one doing the
remember.
screams.
The
When they
ba-
record, it's him,
Yeah.
but not in the shows.
The bassist will do the screaming. And he's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of people get told not to move around or do anything crazy because when
Fuck that. No, fuck that.
Yeah,
when
fuck
the
that.
Fuck that.
that
I want to see you sprain your fucking ankle. And then I want you to get back up
And do it again.
and finish the show.
the new guy that got hired on to Journey, you know, the old school band,
Yeah.
the young, I can't remember where he was from.
It's like the Philippines.
Yeah, like in the Philippines. Yeah, well, he got hired on, and he was going all over, you know, like running on the stage and getting close and moving around. And I think it was the manager or something like that told him to stop. Like, you can't do that. But the people in the band were like, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He's young, he has the energy, and that's what he likes to do. He's not just going to stand there.
Yeah.
And so they had to fight a battle. But yeah, he doesn't. And so when we went to that concert, I mean, he was fucking all over the place. Just
Yeah.
moving and grooving. I was like, that's what... But like in this moment is like a fucking production.
Yeah.
Like, they've got fucking lasers and costumes and fucking 15 extra chicks in weird costumes running around.
And I can appreciate that bands going the extra mile
Yeah.
to do that for you.
Super cool.
Blink-182, they're not much for like visual and fireworks, but they're all over the stage. They're jumping and
Yeah,
like
except for the
running
lead singer
and-
is normally like 100% smash.
bands that make a
he's not in the
spectacle-
band anymore.
bands that make a spectacle of it. That's really
Yeah.
appreciated. Like Slipknot.
Yeah, that always comes to mind because of how you described their last
Fucking
concert.
Jesus, dude.
I wanna see
there's
them.
and there's like 9 of those guys on stage.
Yeah.
And there's fire everywhere, you know. They don't sit still. I like that.
Yeah, it could make the difference.
Slipknot is what got me into the metal world.
Really? Interesting.
But they're labeled as a hardcore band.
They have some. They
I
have
don't
some
agree with
bangers.
that.
What?
I said I don't agree with that. I'd say they're heavier than hard rock.
They're a hardcore. Like
Oh, hardcore.
hardcore is different than hard rock. Like local hardcore bands will let fans get on the stage and just fucking mosh out. Like the hardcore like that.
I went when I was young. I got into Linkin Park, and they go pretty hard, but it's pretty mellow.
They
And
were a
then-
thrash metal band before they went mainstream.
Yeah. Their song "Given Up" is where I was like, "Ooh, I kind of like that," because that's when he changes octaves in the middle of his scream. And then I got into Breaking Benjamin, and that's where I found my jam. And then it wasn't until we went to Montana, and we were listening to whatever shitty radio station we had up there, and they played "In This Moment" like Blood, and that's when I was like, I like this world.
This good.
And then riding with Jared, you're never pretty much not listening to that shit. Although I will say, sometimes in his playlist, it'll be like, "Wow!" And then the next one is fucking like Backstreet Boys. That has happened.
Britney Spears sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got range in my music, dog.
I get
Country
it.
is not in there.
No.
Country is not fucking
That's
in there.
that's one of the few things I don't. I listen to like soundtrack music.
Yeah.
The other day, I listened to a bunch of Scottish drums and bagpipes.
Nice.
There's some fucking dope ones of those with the drum lines fucking, and then the big drums fucking.
I'll have
have
to
some
take your
fucking
word for it.
Dope songs, bro.
I did listen to the new Avril Lavigne CD though.
Yeah,
Ew, you are disgusting.
She has a very special place in my heart.
You are fucking gross. You know that?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with
Avril Lavigne?
Yeah.
After everything I've showed you, you're going to resort back to that?
Bro.
Bitch, you're listening to Backstreet Boys and shit.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
emotional connection right there.
Well, I have an emotional connection to Avril Lavigne, too.
These are just emotional connections from different times.
Yeah.
I need to get another beer. Hold on.
I was very convinced I was going to marry her one day.
I gotta do the cameras anyway.
All right.
Nah, dog, for real. There's some fucking sweet bagpipe songs.
Hey, what's the first thing you want to do when quarantine ends?
I'm going to take my kids to the zoo.
You?
I saw this thing on Family Guy. Peter was like the handler, and then he left, and then the parrot started talking, and the parrot's like, "Well, everybody enjoying their trip to the zoo?" He's like, "No, welcome to the zoo." I was like, ha.
I love the zoo.
First big thing I want to do. Zoo's a big thing, I would say.
Yeah.
First big thing I want to do. I want to go to a metal show, dog.
Dude.
I want to maybe consider perhaps possibly tampering with the fucking mosh pit.
Can I come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm so pissed.
You're going to be my metal show partner.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So
I think I've earned that.
we didn't get to go to that In This Moment concert.
Cat. Cat.
Get him out.
Kitty cat.
Get the fuck out of here, kitty.
Thank you, sir.
You know what? He could probably hang.
No,
Is he not allowed down here?
I hate when he gets into everything.
Ollie's such a whore.
No, we didn't get to go to that In This Moment concert, and then Colton was like, "Hey, aren't they coming again or something like that?" And I looked it up, and they were coming in this month.
Really?
So we would have had another chance to see them.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really hoping that they come again.
I fully expect, and this is friendship news right here. Everyone's getting an invite, but next time Five Finger comes,
I'll be there.
I fully expect you to come.
I'll be there.
Why Five Finger?
Because I was really on the fence with him.
It was a weird or not great circumstances. The rain and it got cold. The wind it changed the sound.
I didn't like where we were.
I thought you said you liked them.
I was on the fence, and then I liked them, but then I started listening to them, and I was like, I don't really like them.
So the way I feel about Five Finger is they have 5 good songs.
We will go fisticuffs.
Colton, are you on
over
TikTok?
this.
Do you use TikTok?
Nope.
Do you watch it? Are you
Only
against
if it comes up on Twitter.
I've found some TikTok songs, new kind of hip hop, that are kind of good.
I've seen some TikTok.
I caved and I downloaded the app, and there's some fucking gold on there.
The flip the switch challenge.
Yeah, that's funny.
There's some pretty good ones.
I saw a guy and his
I saw one on
girlfriend.
Pornhub today.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking sweet.
I saw.
Oh fuck.
Is it the?
I saw something on Pornhub the other day.
Oh God.
Oh, this is so funny.
I feel like he went to a weird place. let's hear this out.
I can't remember what it was. I saw something on Pornhub, and I was like, "God, that's funny. I should screenshot that and send it to the group chat." And then I was like, "Let me just fucking be done here." And I was done, and I totally forgot. Fuck! I knew I should have done it first. Fuck!
Way
it
to
was
go.
funny. I can't remember what it was.
Way to
but
go.
It was quality. It made me fucking laugh out loud. And I was like, I should send that to the group chat. But then, you're in the headspace of this needs to get done. You just don't think about it.
Right.
That's
Anyway,
the greatest
you
thing
know.
about Pornhub is there are TikTok flip the switch challenges on there, and they're not appropriate.
No, I'm sure.
I've seen some things on Pornhub that are just not porn at all. Like a teaching lesson or an episode of fucking Rick and Morty. Sometimes there's just shit on Pornhub.
I saw a picture, and it was of Fuse from Siege. And the title was "Masked Man Fucks 5 People All at Once" or something like that. And
Yeah, I've seen shit like that.
that's super funny.
Yeah, that shit's funny.
Yeah. But there's a guy and his girlfriend that did one, and she was in this skimpy little outfit, in her underwear, and then they flipped the switch, and the boyfriend has on the lingerie, and his nutsack's hanging out the back. It was pretty good.
Yes.
It was pretty good. It was on one of those dark Facebook pages.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit.
I've been considering turning mine back on.
If you do, man, I'm going to bombard you with shit that nobody should see.
Then I'll turn it back on tonight.
You should. Text me when you do.
Okay.
We're an hour in, but before we go, I want to do something that I've been meaning to do for a while.
I need to finish this beer before we're done.
I'm going to give you something, Jared.
Why?
Oh, God.
What?
Am I drawing another dick?
So I was thinking you guys switch spaces. Maybe it's time to update the table.
Ah, okay.
You need to make sure you write yours away from where you have your hands, because I've had to redraw Jared's like 4 times now.
I can see that.
I was going to say that looks pretty fresh.
Yeah.
I've redrawn it because Zach puts his hands there and it washes away. So make sure you put yours away from where your hands
Sorry,
are.
I rest my hands on the table.
I'm just saying, make sure
I'll
put it
keep
somewhere where it won't go away.
I'll keep it fresh.
I think I'm going to draw a vagina, guys.
Do it.
Vaginas can be very
Just
random.
make sure you draw something.
Some are more roast beefy than others.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly what kind I'm going to draw.
I'm excited.
Draw something and sign it, and then give it to him so he can draw something and sign it.
Do you have an idea right now?
Of what? No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Okay, we might have to take a little time on this.
Well, that's why I figured I'd give it to you now.
It's important. Do you guys want to come over this weekend and play Magic?
Oh, that
Sure.
was already a done deal.
I haven't really talked to Colton about it, so
I'm down.
I figure.
Sounds fun.
I got more decks to play with.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah, I know
I'm
you,
a
but
bitch.
Colton is smart enough to branch out and play new decks.
Yeah, I'll probably bring my laptop and the snowball, just see how that goes.
Okay.
What's a snowball?
It's just a microphone. It's not as
Cheap
high
mic.
quality, but it'd be an easy way to put it in the middle of the table. And
Why don't you guys do it right here?
Don't you have a Yeti? Didn't they give you my
Well, because
Yeti?
Kirsty's playing, and
I think you gave me your snowball.
it's not enough
fuck
room
to do with my
play
Yeti?
right
This
here.
table?
No.
Maybe I gave it to
The
Tobias.
mats are only like this big.
No, you're high as shit. The mats are this long.
That's what I said. I mean, if we ever wanted to do a high quality,
Yeah, they're pretty big.
if we ever wanted to do a high quality recording with us 4, yeah, we would do it here. Find a way.
Yeah, you could make it work, but you're not doing it comfortable.
We would just have to clear the table, like everything off. and
Everything.
It'd be tight, but then you could have a high quality version of it. Yeah.
Darth Zigzag asked me to send him that video, the World of Warcraft thing.
Oh yeah, did he get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
At first, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, send me that WoW video. I was like,
Wow, video.
the fuck are you talking about, dude?
That's
So
a
I
quality
guessed,
one,
and
man.
I got it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Did he like it? Did he appreciate it?
I don't know. He didn't say anything back.
God damn it.
He's a dickhead like that. You know what I mean? And he stood me up Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
To play what?
Division.
Dying Light?
Oh,
Or Division?
you kind of had that coming.
The Division, yeah.
Have you been playing Dying Light?
Just a little bit. Through, the tutorials, like, it's like 40 minutes or whatever. Doing the random shit.
40 minutes.
Learning how to turn switches on, do the movements. I'm through that. But the Division's got me. I'm like
I can tell.
I'm like level 330 on there.
Jesus Christ.
I've
Dude.
got a gear set that is out of this world. I don't have to shoot a fucking rifle. I just send artillery out there, send a fucking cluster bomb, and I just sit there like this, and everything blows up, and then go collect whatever might be there, and then move on.
That's pretty cool, man. Have you seen... I thought of you first thing when I saw this. Have you seen the new trailer to Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
I have.
Valhalla?
I have. It looks dope.
Oh my god.
Where they lose me is the fucking 4-day tutorial.
Oh my god.
Bro,
that was so funny.
That's where they lose
you're
me,
playing
dog.
as a Viking, bro.
I know, but like it takes 4 fucking days to get through the tutorial.
It was so good. I showed my wife.
It looks
Wait,
good.
what are you talking about?
Oh god. So when we were in
So
Montana,
I'm overemphasizing.
I gathered that much.
when we were in Montana working, Assassin's Creed, whatever one.
The
was,
Revolutionary
yeah,
War
the Revolutionary War, whatever
3.
that one was. It came out, and I bought it. And,
Yeah.
we only had one TV in here, so Jared and I would kind of switch off because he was playing Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
And we came home from work at like 5, like regular time, showered, cleaned up, and I'm sitting on the couch fucking playing. Maybe, I don't know, 6:30. And I start the tutorial, and Jared fucking passes out on his bed, just fucking out to the world. And
I
then
was excited to see action.
he was all excited, but the tutorial was forever. And then I didn't even get very far. Like, the tutorial was really long.
Yeah.
So like by the time he woke up, I don't know, like 8 o'clock or something like that, I had like just gotten out of the tutorial. But like the beginning of the game is really slow.
But it's also
Those
like
games don't just like throw you into
it's
the
telling a
fire.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really slow. Like there wasn't a whole lot going on, and Jared passed out. And so then he's like, "All right, well that was fucking boring." He's like, "You didn't even get out of the tutorial." And then the next day I played it again. Fucking Jared passes out. And like every time I played this
couldn't
game,
stay awake.
it was like his off button. I'd start
Yeah.
playing and he'd just fucking pass out.
I have very little interest in Assassin's Creed, but Valhalla looks really cool.
Yeah, dude.
Well, like everything you know about the old Assassin's Creed games, it's not going to be anything like that.
You have like
So maybe you would like it.
you have skill trees now, and
I might.
It's more like an action
it out.
RPG
right.
than it is like an assassin stealth game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's a good
heard
way to
Odyssey
describe
was
it.
really good, but I just
Yeah, I
couldn't,
heard it was good.
I couldn't
I-
pull the trigger
I played it
because
It
I
good.
was same with Jared. Like I played that game and he fell asleep and I didn't like it.
yeah,
That third one, I played a good amount of it and I just thought it was boring as shit.
yeah, because it was.
Yeah.
So what
that's
Assassin's
why I think that's
Creed-
why they went more action RPG and they're changing it.
Yeah,
So what Assassin's Creed are they on now? Because that was 3, and that was
Valhalla.
like
Well, 3 was the 5th game. Yeah.
They pull a Star Wars on you.
So-
It's like Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed
What
2,
was there
Assassin's
after
Creed
3?
Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed 3. You know what I mean? Like,
It was
there's like
3 and then Black Flag.
Black Flag, which I didn't touch.
So that would be 6. And then there was one before Odyssey. What was the one before
Egypt,
Odyssey?
was it the
Yeah,
Egypt one?
that one. So what are we up to now?
like 7 or
6,
8.
7,
so. There's a lot.
7 with Odyssey.
Black Flag was 6, 7, 8. They're on the 9th.
9th. Okay.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them. They just don't go in numerical order. They just make up whatever they want.
Either way, the last one was really good, and all of us would have liked it if you.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I don't know. Shouldn't really want to play it. at the
Well,
time.
they also ruined me because I was super hyped for Unity. Like super
Oh, you know
hyped
what?
for
They're on the
Unity.
10th because of Unity. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I was crazy excited
Yeah,
for that.
I remember me, you, and Colton were like, "Oh, multiplayer, man, we could play
Yeah.
campaign," and
But it was
Mhm.
bullshit because it was
Yeah.
just multiplayer missions.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Division where you just hop in and run around together. No, it was
No.
missions.
And you were all the same person. You were
Yeah.
just all the main protagonists.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. So
How?
they really lost me on that.
I learned real quick in Dying Light. I know it's an old game, old news. I learned real quick that staying out after dark is
Terrible
not,
idea.
not a great idea. Like
It's scary.
when you see white arrows, you just fucking run and climb whatever the fuck
Yeah,
is there.
fucking scary.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty, it's
you know
pretty
how
good.
we were telling you about Dave falling asleep during WoW? One time I was playing with Dave and Sid playing the Dying Light, and it was all 3 of us, and night was coming. So we looked on the map real quick to see where the nearest safe house was. Oh, fuck, we gotta run! So we just start, like, boogieing as fast as we can, and then I'm getting close to the safe house, and I think Sid was already there. And I look on my map, and I can see Dave's dot, like, not moving. And I was like, Dave! Dave! And I hear him, like, wake up, and I was like, Dave, fucking night is falling. He's like, oh my god! And starts fucking running. And then I'm watching the map, and this motherfucker starts running the wrong way. I was like, Dave, you're going the wrong way. And then he's like, oh my god! And he fucking turns around. So then me and Sid had to leave the safe house and go out and save his fucking ass from all those crazy zombies.
Yeah.
It was very funny, but I was very terrifying.
What I noticed with it is I'm not very good at it. I'm pretty brand new with it. Tons of people will come and join your session and like hang for a long time, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So they're like waiting on me. So I'm like, I appreciate the help, but
Yeah.
you know. And then they'll start firing off their shotguns, and then like all these zombies will come, and I've got like this claw hammer. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hang out on the tower while you guys do what you're gonna do.
I think you can set it to where you can't just be joined. You set it to private.
I don't mind at all. But I noticed a lot of people will come and go and pass through your session, which I thought was neat.
A lot of people still play it.
I mean, they'll legitimately help too. Yeah, they'll come to you, but
it's a super fun game.
it's really neat. But I don't know, dude. The Division. I got into the Dark Zone last night and just I committed the cardinal sin. Someone was calling in an extraction.
Oh, you motherfucker.
And I went in and cleaned that motherfucker out, dog.
Got his shit.
And then I attached my shit to the helicopter rope. And then the helicopter took off. I was listed as... I was a rogue agent for it seemed like 6 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and normally, I mean, it's not that long. It's like 2 minutes or something like that.
It's because you did the no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in there. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. Kind of drunk. I'm going to try this. And I went in and fucking slaughtered 3 people.
Oh, man.
Took their shit. I hadn't gathered a thing. Took their shit, and then I hooked it to the fucking rope to the helicopter, and it took off.
What a dick.
Oh my god, it was so fun. I'm gonna do it again tonight, I think.
Dark Zones used to be terrifying, but super you could get into some heated fucking battles.
Oh,
they're still pretty intense.
Yeah, because I remember people used to try that. It'd be Dave, me, and we normally had a couple people with us that were high level. We were fairly high level. And you'd just be hanging out. You'd put your shit on it, just waiting for the, to take off.
It's 90 seconds.
Yeah. So we'd just be hanging out, and then all of a sudden these fuckers would just start coming. Just everybody's firing. We had to hold off. It could get real intense.
The current thing right now, it's a season thing. It's called Reanimated. So everyone you kill, you have to kill again. So when you take a control point, everyone comes back. So you gotta kill everybody twice. It's pretty tough, dude. It's pretty tough. I got fucked up today. Fucked up.
Are we talking about the Division or
the Division? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, the Division does cool things like that.
Yeah.
The last one was a polarity event, where you turn this polarity thing on, and you'll be positive, but then you switch weapons and you're negative, and then the enemies out there are positive or negative. So if you shoot the wrong polarity, it sends you into epileptic shock for 3 seconds, and then you get out of it. So I mean, they do neat shit like that.
Yeah.
So they've definitely changed their end game.
Ubisoft Montreal is pretty good.
It's a lot of fun. I befriended a lot of people in that game.
Racist,
Yeah.
black people,
Little
children.
kids.
People that speak Spanish that, they'll invite me to party chat and speak Spanish, and I'll speak English, and we don't know what the fuck we're saying. But in the game, the language is universal.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
That's neat.
Yeah, whatever. Let's play.
I know one time I went into the Dark Zone. I think Zach might have been there with Dave, and we were just trying to do missions to get good shit, and there was a sniper up on a really tall building, and we came around the corner, and his gun was so powerful it was a one shot
headshot.
and he one shot Dave, and so I ran over to try and revive him, and then I got one shot, and then we spawned back at the nearest safe house. We were let's go fuck this guy up. We're pretty good. And we ran out and trying to get the street again, and fucking sniped.
No, dog. Some of those fucking rifles, they throw the bread basket on that shit. You don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. There's a guy I play with. He's got bread basket on his classic M1A. It already does 500,000 damage. And he's a headshot specialist. I mean... I'll go to shoot at shit and it'll die before I can get a bullet out there, and I'll look to the next one and he'll kill it. He's got the bread basket thing on.
What is that? Extra headshot damage, crit damage?
It's 2 body shots takes headshot damage up by 35%. And he'll pop, pop, and then headshot, pop, pop, headshot. And I'm like, that's are no fun to play with, dude. I'm getting nothing here. But, I mean, they do pretty cool shit in that game.
Well, that's the key to a successful game now, is keeping the end game fresh.
Yeah. Or you'll be wandering around and everything's fine. The sun's shining. You can smell the flowers. And then 4 rogue agents pop out. You're like, okay.
It's no longer fun.
This is where I die. And sometimes you get a couple of them down, but...
Have you guys seen Valorant?
No.
It's like CSGO and Overwatch, kind of.
Oh.
I know
Like
it's
mixed.
like the big thing, but I haven't cared to even look because I know
Yeah.
it won't be something I'll play.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of interested in it because it's, I guess, kind of like Siege in that it's slower paced, like team-based shooter.
Is it anything like Overwatch? Is it
Yeah, there's like different characters that you play that have their own abilities and stuff that are interesting utility, but it's a lot more like CSGO.
Right. I just used that as a reference point because that's what I thought I saw. And it was somebody was basing it or comparing it to Overwatch. Yeah.
It's kind of similar to Overwatch. It's more like CSGO though. Like you don't really like have tanks or anything like that. Everyone has the same health and guns, all like a sniper rifle that you eventually will get by buying it. Like you earn money through the rounds and stuff. Yeah, just like CSGO, but like one shot to the dome with sniper kills you no matter who you are.
Dome shot.
Shit like that. Anyway, it looks cool, but the way that they're doing it right now is it's closed beta, and to get a beta key, you have to watch someone stream for at least like an hour or something, or 2 hours,
Jesus Christ.
and then you have a chance to get a drop. So I'll have like a stream open, like a 24-hour stream for like most of the day I'm at my PC, and I haven't got one in weeks, and it's fucking pissing me off.
Jesus.
So I just want to try the game, but like, and it's genius, but it's also so fucking aggravating.
Don't they know who you are? How
doubt
dare
it.
they?
How dare
How
they?
fucking dare they not give Schmolty a fucking game key?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
That's
dickheads.
insulting.
It is.
Oh, by the way, replaced my cables.
Oh yeah?
That was a problem. Bought an elbow.
Nice.
We're tits.
Glad to hear it.
All good. All good. Well, should we go?
Fucking hey, Cotton.
Yeah, I'm kind
By
of
that time.
sick of being here, so
Ditto.
let's go.
Well, if you have any... Shut up. If you have any...
Do the...
questions, comments, concerns, death threats, or ransom notes, remember to send them to imwiththeoutcrowd@gmail.com. We are on Twitter @theoutcrowdpod. Find us on Instagram and check out our Discord. Send us a story or just say what's up. Just remember, our opinions don't matter. So why the fuck should yours? See ya. The goat.
The goat is the goat.
The goat.
Bye. Check out our store.
Check us out on YouTube, Outcrowd Podcast. Bye.
Are you guys gonna draw with the silver Sharpie or what?
It's hot.
Let me think on what I want to draw, because this has to be pretty epic. I put
need-
a lot of time and effort into that dick over there.
You know, like for the last 10 podcasts, I have gotten a water bottle out of my fridge, set on the counter to bring, and I have forgot it every fucking time.
I read a book called Unfuck Yourself that was kind of similar.
Based
That
on
was
the
really
title
good.
alone, I would probably check it out.
Yeah, me too. Is there pictures?
Can't Hurt Me, David
Can you
Goggins.
color in it?
Okay, episode 144.
You guys done talking about uninteresting shit now?
I thought it was interesting.
Shut up, Jared.
Just because we're using big words that you don't understand.
I'm over here Google translating everything.
All right.